Well, tell us. Okay, so tell us about yourself and we'll get started.
So I'm the CEO of Lockdown. Lockdown is a platform here in town, but global audience. And as we built the company here in St. Louis, when we started getting some traction, people started looking to us for advice on like, what does this ecosystem need to actually be productive?
Right.
So we had kind of segmented these categories with people and density and just building stuff. This was this missing piece. We were so tired of people talking about deep playing competitions and these mentoring programs where you just build a product, get it in the market, and see if somebody actually wants it.
Fast, efficient, and effective as well.
There you go.
So really, or you're going to be behind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, from our standpoint is, even if you didn't build it fast, if you get into market and somebody uses it, you can say how long did it take to get there, how much did it cost, and how many people look like that person uses it.
Right. Application lifecycle management. It's almost like people lifecycle management. That's what you're kind of looking at, right?
So from our standpoint, it was honestly just a proof point. Okay. We complained about business planning competitions, we complained about mentoring programs, and entrepreneurs don't complain unless they feel like they have a solution.
It's true.
This is a 501c3. I don't make a dime off this. My co-founders don't make a dime off it. It is purely to give back to the community. And the idea is build a bunch of cool stuff. The first event actually resulted in a sponsored company actually
Right.
So they hired 10 people from the event. They're going to market 6 months later paying customers. And it proved the point, which is you get smart people together in the room on one weekend, you build some stuff.
Right.
Value comes around.
It doesn't have to be 9 to 5. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, because they can get together and knock some stuff out on the weekend that would take a team meeting for months.
Yeah, and a lot of it is just a shift in mentality.
Right.
Because everybody thinks it takes a long time to get something into play. Even people that are like actively building stuff to take through the life cycle of your own company.
Right.
Whereas early on, you just want to grab them when it happens.
Right.
And so when you look at a lot of things that we actually care about, it's over 48 hours if you can produce a prototype. Whatever we give you can go home, even if you didn't win 50,000 in cash this weekend.
You learn a whole lot.
You learn a lot, and you learn that you can get it done in a weekend. You can go home and you're going to say, well, now what else can I do in this single weekend?
Right. And then find out more resources. That's a big thing for me. Is when I was learning different resources, is finding resources from, you know, when you're doing that, because maybe you're thinking of something you need to call out to, whatever the case may be, is that you can pull in with your code that you would have normally not have thought of.
Yeah, there's a lot of shared learning that happens.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is your kind of success story. You feel like, I mean, this is your second one, so it didn't fail the first time.
Yeah, it's working. I mean, we literally don't have full time. I'm a CEO of the company. I put extra hours which you don't have. And one of my co-founders is the CEO of a different company as well. And with no full-time employees, we're very self-funded, $50,000 so far. First event had tremendous results. The second one, in 2 days, what it looks like, but good turnout.
Right, that's fantastic. And a lot of it too, like you said, I mean, it's that 99%. How can we take it that step further? Because everybody, like you said, has that $1 million idea, or even $1 billion idea. How do you convert it?
And we're actually, our goal, if you're talking about $1 million, our goal is actually to do an event where we give away $1 million. So the actual vision of GlobalHack is on a quarterly basis we give away $50,000 in cash. Once a year we do an event where we give away $1 million. And the big piece of that is exposing our ecosystem to people outside of St. Louis or even regionally. Like we'll have people at the first event, people came from San Francisco, New York, LA, Chicago, Cincinnati, etc. This event we have people all over the country as well. We want people all over the entire world. Putting up here in St. Louis and learning like, hey, we built a bunch of cool stuff here. This is a really good place for innovation across the board.
Absolutely. So that's your future plans to make $1 million. No, not you making the.
I'm not going to make a dime. Right. Our future plan is to do an event where we give away $1 million. And to do that annually. And if we get to the spot where these are going to be pretty consistent because there's a lot of value that just comes with it.
Right.
So if we get to the spot where we're doing $1 million event, that's the point where I will probably back off quite a bit and let other people do their thing and run this.
Yeah, it's a snowball. It's big enough now. I don't even push it. Right. So, and two, for the people who are involved in this, finding jobs, companies, being able to find good work.
So the talent piece is actually the most interesting piece because we spend a lot of time recruiting, and on a technical level, it's really hard to actually do this. So you sit down and work with them, maybe just much, maybe give them a work on, maybe come in and have somebody on the team.
Right.
But you spend some input on time, you got to do that jobs. Whereas this type of event is perfect because you say,
What can you do?
you literally can't walk in with existing code. You can't walk in with new code. You can't just talk about it. You give you a problem, you either did it or you didn't do it.
Right.
But at the end of the weekend, it's literally for the company. It's like interviewing 200 people for a single weekend. And for somebody that actually cares about new opportunities and share exposure to whatever those other opportunities in play. And not just from the core sponsors, from the people that actually participate. So there's a company here that participates in GlobalHack 1 where a random person that worked on their team, they actually hired her 2 months after the event.
That's awesome, and that's awesome. And it like I was just thinking of GitHub as your resume, right? And you can't do that here. You have to go out and go after it.
You need to get it done. You can get it done in 2 days. Somebody wants you on the team.
All right. Your LinkedIn inbox is going to be full.
Whatever inbox.
Yeah, whatever inbox you want. Well, hey man, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us.
Absolutely.
Have a great evening.